Hey people, Injured here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Angstrom Heights and Orks versus Ordo Malleus for the blue Orky team. Darkar is a Warboss, a melee hero that can walk through objects, very good offense, disruption and support from the front lines alongside. The Tenso is a Kommando knob, infiltrating hero that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in ranged combat with a twin link shooter. And rounded off this team, Revs is a Mekboy, teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, has a bunch of Orky gadgets. Red Ordo Malleus then, two brother captains. First up is Ellipses with the Blood Raven scheme for some reason. And we have Bebop with some Ultramarines slapped onto this Ordo Malleus stuff apparently. These guys walk through objects and cannot be suppressed, have high durability, support and disruption fighting in melee combat. And rounding off the teams is Lomors with an Eversor assassin, a risk reward brawler that can explode on death, fighting mainly in melee combat. Every bit as mental as he looks. Gonna go fight a Kommando now. He'll fight anything, an Eversor assassin. No cap on the mid. There is the Cyclone ability, providing damage resistance and damage output bonuses, but you do lose 100 health when you pop it. It's already worn off. Good thing just to avoid this guy when he pops his Cyclone. And shooting from very far away. Lots of Darkar in the mid. But the captain's got some strike squad over there. Looks like Lomors with triple Inquisitorial Stormtroopers. Have those burst damage hotshot las guns, of course. Did a number on that Kommando. Barely gets away. Here comes the brother captain. Pop in. We are the hammer to buff all his surrounding units. A good special too. Look at that. Knocked down the two sluggers that had met them in melee. Brother captain can't stick around for long though. Might go down. Sluggers couldn't quite chase long enough, but there are sluggers on retreat path, and they do take him out. Those guys who are from Darkar. We have big shooters for these shooter boys for some aiming. What's that? Strat squad again. Might get caught in melee, in retreat rather, and oh, they only dropped one model. Pretty lucky, I think, not to drop two. Get a strat squad slowly backing away from the double sluggers of Darkar. It's got triple sluggers into shooters here. Nobody's capped that contested wreck. Full power up here for the Ordo Malleus. Full power up here for the Orks. And more. Ordo Malleus got 6 gens up already. Purgation already on the field for Bebop, and some on the way for Ellipses. Any war gear that we can see? Yes. The Executioner pistol already in play from Lomors. Also going for the Chem Cloud grenades, which are pretty awesome. Very powerful in melee fights if they can't be avoided. Stun bomb. Gets the brother captain, maybe a little bit unlucky not to get the strat squad in that, or at least one of them. There's some Darkar. Purgation with their incinerators using Purged by Flame there. And then suppressing those sluggers, which completely locks them in place. If you stack the Purge by Flame and Suppression, can't move at all. Warboss did manage to get in there, smacks them around a bit and they run off. Lots of Darkar on the brother captain's face. Can the Orks get onto the power here? Still some stuff in play, hold them up. This strat squad is quite low, close to dropping one of their models. Mid is still uncapped here. Inquisitorial Stormtroopers with a grenade, which means they have their sergeant. Useful tool against sluggers coming in. This is a no fuse grenade. Sluggers there with burners running away very, very quickly. It's a good stun bomb from the Tenso. Shuts down the Purgation and messed up those Stormtroopers thanks to the addition of a bunch of Darkar afterwards. Looks like the Orks are going to fight off the Ordo Malleus in the mid and take it, I think. Doing some good work in melee so far, the sluggers. Can they finish off this strat squad? Gonna get pretty close. Warboss is there and smacks them down with his bang bang hammer. 75 melee DPS, of course. Retreating units. Oh, taking extra damage as they run away from melee strikes, and the Executioner pistol able to finish off the Warboss. I'm pretty sure he used new neurotoxin there, which slows you down and does damage over time, which helped get that kill. But Tenso immediately gets the revive. I'm not sure if Darkar has realized that their Warboss is back to his feet. Run away. There he goes. Off he goes. Look at this tier 1 from Darkar. Triple sluggers double shooters. Just bring all the boys. Double shooters here for Tenso. And looks like Revs dropped their initial slugger squad, have replaced them. More strat squad for Bebop, and they're on the power with some fire. Both strat squad with the Tomes of Titan for banishment. Provides some really nice burst damage. Combine that with the hotshot lasguns, and you can do some big damage very quickly in tier 1 with Ordo Malleus. Kicking off towards the mid. Oh, War banner's up, but I think it's going to go down, maybe or maybe not. They're focusing on the sluggers now. Quite rightly, I think. We got some grenade launcher stormtroopers from Lomors, and getting some more to replace those that they lost. There's that neurotoxin again messing up the sluggers. But the captain getting stuck in. We've lost the indicator, which happens sometimes. Mekboy with his Darkar big shooter and a battery pack to help support the sluggers as they run in. They're having to run in to increasingly hostile Ordo Malleus backlines. Looks like they've learned their lesson. The sluggers had a lot of success early on. Now they're being stopped a little bit more readily with grenades and stuff. Uh-oh. Stick bombs. Oh, that would have been so juicy. Still killed like 2 or 3 stormtroopers. Timely retreat there from Bebop. If they didn't, might have killed a whole bunch of stuff there. He's going to get on the power and he's going to go for the VP here, the Mekboy. Almost level 3. Sorry, level 2. Tier 2 for Ellipses and Bebop. The first players to go. Kommando. Great tool to use against the stormtroopers, sneaking around with stick bombs. And those guys don't have their sergeant, so they can't spot him. Grenade launcher barrage. Their barrage seems to move quicker than the Heretics barrage. I don't think the stormtrooper barrage actually does damage though. I think it just knocks you over. I think that's right. There's a stun bomb. Well placed. Done really well so far, Tenso, with the chucking of things. Now they're on the power. 498 to 351. Big VP lead opening up here for the Orks as the players start to think about their tier 2s. We have a Vindicator Assassin on the way for Ellipses. Lomors goes tier 2, Bebop already there, of course. And the Tenso is the first Ork player to go. Warboss having a good think about this power. Needs to maybe run away. Levels up to 2. He's got his angry bits. Runs into trouble though, and is going to go down, I think. Yeah, a little bit sloppy there from Darkar. Got a lot of Orks to manage. Now it only has 4 squads though. Dropping one of these sluggers. Still that 2-to-1 cap. And they've held the mid quite well since they got it, the Orks. We'll see if they lose it right here, right now though. Just double shooters there to look after it. They're pushed off the bottom. They could see a power harass again. No war gear for the brother captains yet. Don't think I've seen the chem cloud grenades thrown. I'm sure they have been thrown. Really good anti-melee. Radius 7.5, and for 12 seconds it can't regen health, and they deal 50% less damage, and the melee skill gets nerfed. Pretty damn good. Of course, it's a grenade, so you can dodge it or just run out of it. But if you decide to stand and fight, you're going to have a bad time. They're going to suppress the Eversor assassin. Nope, they're just going to Darkar him. Sluggers getting in there. Sneaky sluggers. Chem cloud grenades get thrown. Almost goes down. And with potential Ork pain boys, Chem cloud grenades become even more attractive since they will shut down the pain boys' big health regen from the Git source. But the captain of Bebop with a Nemesis warding staff, which gives the ward ability, providing damage resistance. Lomors down to 2 units again, but going for a Dreadnought Dreadnought. Weird Boy and a war truck on the way. Got stick bombers up already for the Tenso. No interceptors from the Ordo Malleus. They've kind of got sit back and shoot armies, which stick bombs are great against. Here comes that Kommando, menacingly, ready to throw things. They're going to go for the power here. No, they're turning. to support this power harass. Who's that down? Oh, it's the Warboss still down. There go the stick bombs. They chuck 2 at a time, and there's stun bombs there. Great hit again from the Tenso. Where's that Dreadnought? It's on its way. Starts off with a big old heavy flamer. 438 to 317. Stick bomb throw again. Pretty good one. Does cost you red to chuck those stick bombs, I believe. Good thing the Orks naturally just accrue red resource all the time. Weird Boy with a fantastic warp vomit. Look at that AoE stun. That is so strong. But is persuaded to leave afterwards. War Truck. Sluggers inside, I assume, for the flank. Dreadnought is right there, though. Yep, Sluggers are inside. You can see the burners sticking out there. 10 cloud grenades on the shooters, which still has value since it does lower your damage by half. It's not only an anti-melee thing, just anti-infantry in general. Does it affect vehicles? It says enemy infantry, so no. A cool ability though. Mekboy gets away, but the captain also gets away. And we might see the generators burned down here from the sluggers inside. Nope. Where are they off to? VP? I don't know what they're doing. Missed opportunity there, I think, to put some pressure on the power or get onto the VP. With this war truck, seems very confused about where he's driving. Alrighty then. Got the captain here getting the Blessed Aegis. Gives him an energy-powered shield, which of course you can support via Strat Squad's Purification, giving you more energy. Some sneaky sluggers set up by stun bombs. They're not getting in there though. Stick bombs also, I guess they're waiting for the stick bombs, eh? 10 cloud grenades on the blob of Orks. And the Grey Knight Dreadnought has the Maelstrom and the Plasma Cannon. Also gets a twin-linked heavy bolter with that. That's a lot of resources invested in this Dreadnought. It's got to be good value now. Maelstrom will help against sluggers running in. These stick bombs have been pretty awesome so far for the Tenso. This is Darkar's war truck. What is Revs war truck up to? Did it figure out where it was going to go? It went to the VP. There we go. Got the decap. Sluggers with their knob leader as a power melee chopper. These guys are almost level 2. Stormtroopers sticking by the Dreadnought since they are the repair unit for Ordo Malleus. Lots of Darkar popping their fanaticism there. Gives them, I think it's a 1.5 seconds of damage immunity. Great for tanking grenades and stuff like that, and plasma cannon shots and that kind of thing. Or just some Orky Darkar. Vindicare Assassin is up with the extended operations. More health and health regen. He's still relatively squishy though for a single entity. Teleporting in for some Darkar. Look at the damage there on the Vindicare. Yep, has to back away. Really fun to use sniper though, with anti-infantry and anti-large target rounds they can switch between. Level 2 brother captain of Ellipses with no war gear. Just being pushed back by Darkar. But here comes the Dreadnought. Plasma cannon shot. Narrowly missed. Those guys jumped back into the war truck. 432 to 191. While the Ordo Malleus force is starting to get a little bit of momentum here. Another Dreadnought on the way for Lomors. The Plasma Cannon Dreadnought seen as pretty strong at the moment in 3v3s. So why not get more of them? Here we have a Rhino going for a Las Cannon turret to help deal with the war trucks. That was a Tank Buster barrage. Here they are from Darkar. Your anti-vehicle Orky unit. Pretty damn effective at their job too. And they now cost power, which I think is fair. Sluggers running away. Almost wiped out by fire and grenade launchers. And las guns, I should say. I don't think they have grenade launchers on Ellipses Stormtroopers. But the captain puts ward on himself. How selfish. We have a rocket launcher for the Kommando in tier 3. Amazing anti-vehicle weapon, especially paired with a sneaky Kommando. These guys Darkar down the node, and that was the Weird Boy's basic attack. Absolutely devastating to those Strat Squad fellas. Purgation setting up with the silencers here. Good damage to all targets. Rhino needs some repairs. Sluggers are going to wipe, maybe note, but the Slugger did drop. Looks like the Ordo Malleus hold the mid. 379 to 191. Double plasma cannon dreadnoughts. Can they deal with this? They need some looters up, maybe. Kommando trying to make a dent. And now some Grey Knight Terminators for ellipses. Ordo Malleus might be really turning this around. Did not deal with the Dreadnought quickly enough. Did not get looters up with death guns or something. We do have a Knob Squad for Revs. Warboss goes down again. And the Weird Boy might also go down. Yeah, retreats through a lot of bad stuff. Maybe slightly unlucky they didn't retreat this way, but you know, got to pay attention to your positioning, I guess. Some late Stormtroopers for Bebop to help repair the Rhino and stuff. Warboss level 2 and down, level 3 Kommando, and level 2 Mech getting onto that VP. I think they're going to lose a blob versus blob fight here because these Dreadnoughts are so good at that kind of thing. They do have relatively short range though, so you can outblast them, outshoot them with las cannons and death guns and that kind of thing. Sneaky Kommando again. There's a Knob Squad. Evermilli unit that can go toe to toe with anything in the game. Can they get close to the Dreadnoughts though? Because they both have Maelstrom. They're going to need some support, that's for sure. Paladins called in from ellipses, I think. Is that the right Ordo Malleus? It is. The red fellas. Knob Squad did not want to fight them because there's also Grey Knight Terminators there, all supported by the brother captains. We are the Hammer, and he can potentially put Mind Blades on them and stuff to even for more melee pain. 347 to 176 on the VPs. Big power bash from Darkar. But can they stand and fight the Orks now? They might need flash kits. There's looters. I assume a death gun, beamy death gun rather, to shoot the Dreadnoughts. Flash kits with their blasters would be awesome as well against the Terminators and stuff, and this kind of thing. Blobbed up strike squads. Looted tank is from Darkar. Did some work. But the Ordo Malleus hold the mid and double Grey Knight Dreadnoughts overlooking it. And there's this stuff too. Paladins are such a powerful unit. It's a big boon to the brother captain to have them. Eversor Assassin's upset with this node. Got his Neuro Gauntlet out, which is basically a crazy power melee lightning claw, which does damage over time. And smack, smack, smack. What is this? Assault armor. Gives him charge, more health, and health regen. 306 to 176. Stuns hit pretty well, but nothing really to take advantage of it there. That could be a difference. That could make a difference to a big fight. If stun bomb from each of those squads hits really well, Knobs can get in, the heroes can get in, well, if they were alive. Kommando's down, Warboss is down. Knob Squad on the way for Darkar. You can buff the hell out of a Knob Squad, that's for sure. It doesn't need to be alive to do it, because we've got Ard Boys and User Chopper from the Global Bar. Big fight kicking off here. Slugger's wiped out, but the Knob Squad is still there. It's a bad fight for them though. There's Frenzy. They do have the War Truck support. The War Truck can stay away from the Paladins to provide some reinforcement for the Knobs. Nope, just going to pile in and back away. Kicking off in the mid, is it? Kind of. Not fully committing to a push here, the Orks yet. They're getting some Darkar in. You see, look, the Dreadnoughts can't even shoot them. They don't have the range. Stick bombs going in. The silencers have the range. That's a good throw. These fellas with a conversion beamer. Functions much like a las cannon, but it does more damage the further away it is from the target, which is a really cool mechanic. You can also use an ability to snare targets. I'm not sure what the ability is called. Does it tell me? No, it's the wrong squad. Who has the conversion beam up? You guys. Does not tell me what the ability is called, but it's there. 228176 kicking off in the mid. Nob squad going for the Dreadnoughts. There's the Maelstrom though. And another Maelstrom. That is rough. Chain knockback on those knobs. They took so much damage going into. Crazy fight in the mid here. Awesome stuff. Smite going in from the Terminator Librarian. No, that was a banishment, sorry. Not the smite. Looks like they're holding the mid. Yeah, that Maelstrom is rough. They did take quite a lot of damage to Dreadnoughts. But they have survived and they're going to get repaired slowly. Orks need to hit again quickly if they can. And the rocks back here would be amazing. Darkar has one available. Revs is very close to having a rocks available. Lots of fire, lots of pain for these shooters. 195 to 176. Looks like Darkar's lagging. Tenso is maybe giving up hope. And there's the concede. Really? They conceded, I think. Wow. Maybe Darkar was lagging a lot, but they had knobs. They had potentially 2 nukes to drop here, which would have made a massive difference. I think they should have fought on. I think they should have fought on, but hey, we're not the ones playing. They might have been playing all night. Here's a level 2 Warboss for Darkar. We had a level 3 Kommando. Level 3 Mech. They were just frustrated by these Dreadnoughts, I think. Level 4 Brother Captain never got any war gear. We have that level 4 Eversor Assassin. Didn't really seem to get stuck in with the Neuro Gauntlet. Was busy smacking the node down. And a level 4 Brother Captain for Bebop. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to these players for taking part. And of course, Impregnable for organising such things. And I'll see you next time.